this is the test version, so things will change with the settings. What I'm going to do, I'll take you through these settings, but like I said, it could change. We're going to go in 4-tone, volume 2, over, we'll have iron audio on, coin mode, depth ID mode on medium. That's good, that's good. Then what I want to do then is go over to, we'll keep the ground suppressor as it is, F2, recovery. The grass is a bit long, so I will knock it back to recovery. Then this is what I want to mess around with. So my tone breaks are 15, 70 and 80. Now I'm going to keep that as it is on the tone breaks, but I am going to change the pitches. I'm going to change the pitches a little bit like this. So we'll have 29 for the grunt. Then I want to change that second bucket to 70. Keep doing that. 70 to 90, and then 90 to 99 the next pitch, the fourth pitch. Just like that. Timed out, so we'll go back over. The volumes, I'm going to bring that iron volume down to 2. Three, 4, no, and 5 and 5 for anything over 70, full volume. There is a chain in that hole there. So hard for a detector to pick up because of the shape, and the links are closer, more separated, and the way it lies in the ground. But yeah, is it a fancy one? I don't think it is. Is it a plug chain? There's a plug on this field somewhere. Yeah, so it looks like copper. Very iffy signal. If it was gold, it'd be even more so. Now it all depends how it's laid as well. If you lay it like that, the detector will pick it up easier. If it's like this and you're swinging that way, you'll struggle. If you're swinging that way, you might get it, but that's copper as well. That looks of it, I think. Very hard to pick up because there's so much going on with the eddy currents spinning round and not being able to spin round and this, that and the other. So anyway, yeah, chain. It's a scratchy one. I'm going to dig it. Lovely day today. It was blistering hot yesterday. Not detecting weather for me when it's that hot. There's a bit of a breeze, bit of overcast to filter the sun's rays. The field of buttercups, this I've called it. It's getting ready to harvest. He's not going to get any cattle on here, so I've given him my number and told him to let us know when he's harvested it. He's a top guy actually, I like him. Funny, dry, don't really take him serious in that sometimes. But I like that, I do like that. Oh, it can't be. Big chunk of lead, look at that. So yeah, I feel like from a distance it probably looks like I'm a cereal buttercup killer, chopping the heads off buttercups as I'm going through. You see where I've been. In a way, man does wonder. Still in a hole. Holy, holy, holy. We've made contact, and it's a coin. Our first coin. At some depth and all. Maybe that's why the ID was jumpy, because that's 9 inches, 2 inches for the grass, 9, 10, 11 inches. And we've got a penny, a bronze penny. It's a George V. See if we can get a date off it. It's 1920. First coin. Now a nice little feature, which I don't really use the ID, but I have been doing until I learn the tones on the Ultra. Now you've got a mineralisation bar. Now iron is a mineral. I just found something here that give a good tone, half decent tone. Look, it's jumping, but have you seen the mineralisation bar? It's fully over. It's fully over. It's normally on nothing. So whilst you're learning the machine, that can be a big help. That can be a big help. It just sounds... I'm still learning on it. I'm still learning on it because it's a new machine. So these do help you as you're learning the tones. Then you won't have to look at that after 100 hours on the detector. You'll just know that that's iron. And it's big iron, and that's why it's giving a false. It's falsing. Walk on. It's nothing we want to see. Quite stable. As I say, the grass, I'm probably getting 3 inches above the grass. That penny was a good catch. As I say, in dirt fishing. Quick chat while I'm here. Not to, because of the work and the stuff that I've done, and sent back some info on the Ultra. I'm sending for my subscribers. I'm putting up Simplex Lite. Now the Simplex Lite is for a giveaway from 4K subscribers, which I can't believe. I really can't. I couldn't believe it when I hit 2,000. It's all thanks to you lot. So it's going in the giveaway, and it's worldwide, believe it or not. Yeah, anyway, it's actually on the channel at the moment. Just follow the instructions, really simple, really simple. It's the light version. I think it's the BT version is the Simplex, but lighter. The light version is toned down from the Simplex, so even more simpler for even more beginner, and it's even lighter because it's got the carbon shaft, the carbon the cuff like this, and it's got the, just say like the SP24, the 24, which is 9.5 by 6.5, or 9 by 6.5, or 9 by 6, which is going to make it even lighter. So very light, so great for like 10-year-olds, I reckon. Fully waterproof. So yeah, that's coming, and thanks to Nocta. You need to thank Nocta. I mean, I could keep it, couldn't I? But I've got a few detectors. So there's also, there was something that come up. What was it now? About somebody said about the channel about you need to keep on doing legend videos if you want to get the views. It's not about the views. It's not about the views to me. I've got this channel to show people. I'll show any detector. I've got a chance here to show you before it's even released. Now there is going to be some changes, which I've put some forward, which are going through about the detector, and other people probably are as well, other testers. Now it's not about the views. It's not about the subscribers. The views and subscribers just show that people like what you're doing, and that's all it is. It's not to fucking earn money and stuff like that, because you earn pittance for the amount of work I put in. I'm nearing 4,000 subscribers. I've done near enough 400 videos, not full videos, but content wise uploads. I've done 400 videos. You know how much time and fuel and editing time that is. The money isn't all that. It isn't all that. So I'm not bothered about the views. I just want to show people stuff, and that is what my channel's all about. So I'm not getting, I hope I'm not coming over too abrupt by making that point. But if I get less views showing a detector and I get more views showing another detector, that doesn't even enter my mind. I just want to show people capabilities of metal detectors and hopefully find some nice history on the way. Alright, let's carry on. That's right, it was quite solid. All the far should be in that. There we are. Bit of bronze. Right underneath power lines here. Sensitivity 27, quiet as a mouse. The advantages of single frequency, and that is a punchy target. Very punchy, very stable with that volume. So I was very surprised to weigh the Ultra. The Ultra is going to come with the 11-inch coil. So I compared it with the Days 2. They weigh the same. They weigh the same. So they've engineered it to be as light as the lightest detector in the world. Now, before, what's that? The only thing is, it is actually better balanced, and the reason for that is, a lot of people say, why can't we have cordless? The cord doesn't weigh much, and it's spread along the shaft, so it's balanced evenly. On a wireless coil, there's a battery in the coil, so it does feel nose heavy. The Days 2 does feel nose heavy, and it has a wisp. It's just a fact. It's just a fact that, you know, yeah, it is actually better balanced than the Days 2, but weighs the same. Not as many features, and probably not as good at performance. But if you're wanting that weight, balance, light, and still find history for 300 quid, yeah, it's a big piece of copper. Nothing good coming up at the moment, but we'll carry on. Quite a strong signal. It's only a spoon, but that means people. So I'm going to grid this area out just in front of the house. It's an old one, probably about 7-8 inches with the grass on there. As you can see, it's very, very long. It's up to my knees in sections. There's some lower parts which I'm going to work, and I'll just try my best to get some content. I've come all this way. They don't pass the phone number, the landowners. I'll just give them my card, my business card with my phone number on, and they're going to get in contact with me. They're leaving this for harvest, so it's really long in some places. But it's the handle. It looks pewter, to be honest. The use Eclipse blade. Use Eclipse blade. Wonder what that is. Right, not much coming up, so I'm just going to show you the ground suppressor. So I'm going to make this unstable to the ground with ground balancing it. Just this patch. So unstable that is. So you go over to ground stabilisation, put it on forward, same patch. Less, I'd say less chirping. Send that right to the top. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Now it's all give and take. It's all give and take with settings. And what that does, you will lose sensitivity to, is it higher conductors? So big coins as such, I think. If not, I'm going to have to edit this bit out. I've got the manual at home. But can you see how when people say, oh, the ground's too, I've unstabilised the machine, and that's why it's like that. But you could run at 7, same patch of grass. Let's run at 5. It's a feature that's there, but it's the last thing you want to do. It's when the ground is really, really mineralised or hard. You know, it's the machine's erratic on it. So you do your ground balance first, and other things, as in sensitivity. So your sensitivity down. But there's a feature there, which is absolutely. That's a feature that you get on top end detectors. So it's only shallow, so it must be modern. It looks like a 2p. Is that 2p? Yeah, 2p. So it's not been the most productive. I've dug loads of lead, absolutely loads of lead, and just odds, you know, ferrous and non-ferrous. Dug quite a bit of iron as well, still learning the machine. And it's just been hard going, my wrist is killing. So not much to bring to the table at all, a bit like the Detectorist. Yeah, and it happens. Last time I was on here it was really short and I did alright with legend down at the bottom, and I would have thought I can't get to the places I want to get to, and it's just too deep. It's knee deep. So I have done the shallow, the lower bits, which aren't that low, but lower than the other bits. So people's looking over and what I'm doing, sat in the field talking to a buttercup. So I've shown a few features there on the Simplex Ultra, some advanced features, and it shouldn't be too long. If those testers stop mentioning stuff, they'll have a testing phase, and then if anything's found out over there, obviously there'll be an update. So yeah, if you're not already subscribed and you want to see me find nothing, please hit that notification button and see you on the next one.